Armor King was teased yesterday, along with a full trailer for Fakuram, which everyone forgot he was even being announced, which is smart on Namco's part. But I will get to that. Follow me here. This model that they've been running with, giving us DLC characters that were already DLC in the previous entry of this game, I don't know if I like it. Like, when Anna was announced, because I'm incredibly biased, I gave Namco the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? Anna's an incredibly popular character. It just makes sense to sell her to the masses again. But I made that statement not expecting Namco to do that with a handful of other characters. Specifically not with characters who we already paid for. I think this is setting a really bad precedence. Like, I just don't think this is the way to go when selling content for fighting games. I just don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is fair. It's odd. And I know, I'm being a complete hypocrite because when it was Anna, I was all for it. But now that it is becoming a tactic, it suddenly changes everything. But this is why I have this opinion. Follow me. I think in order to understand the point I'm trying to make, we have to go back to Tekken 7. And we have to look at the roster that we started with in Tekken 7, because I think that's important. When Tekken 7 got to consoles, we had a hefty roster. And the roster included characters that you expect to see on any base Tekken roster, right? We had a lot of new faces, you know, Claudio, Katarina. We had returning favorites, of course, like Lily and Paul, of course. And then, as you can see, as we get closer to release on the console, all these characters are playable. We got a handful of brand new characters, a handful of classic characters, and a handful of returning characters. So by the time we got to the console, there's a huge roster to play as, which is great for any fighting game. I've made a video on this before. When you launch a fighting game roster, you need three groups. You need the characters that define the franchise, characters that haven't been seen in a while, and then brand new characters. And I think the Tekken 7 roster, once it got to console, checked all those boxes. Then we start with the DLC, right? We got Eliza for pre-order, first season DLC, Geese and Noctis, guest characters. Okay, great.